our approach in this game to turn over the result and qualify. We know we need 2 goals to get to penalties. We need 3 goals to qualify. Very important is in this match is to keep a clean sheet, because if they do score 1, we need to score 4. We know their coach, in terms of their approach in the home match, 6 shots against us, 2 on target. The 2 shots on target they scored. I'm sure if you say we had that stats and not 18 shots and 7 on target, that was our stats for an away team, but they got to 2-0. We are definitely not going with the approach of getting 2 shots on target and scoring 2. We will have the approach of trying to create as many as possible, and of course we have to be very wary with the counter-attack threat, because they've got good quality players like Salah Mohsin, they've got El Rouge, that is called Ben Yusuf, they've got Dermoum that is playing in behind, they've got Ahmed Ali, okay, he's not travelling, they've got Makhlouf in the midfield. So very players that are good on the transition, and we know in the last 89th minute we conceded from a transition. So we have to be very wary in terms of our rest defense, in terms of when we are trying to put pressure on them and we are trying to create chances to score, that we don't lose concentration and concede a goal on the counter attack. So our approach is very clear. We need 3 goals to qualify, but we have worked the whole week to say let us try to score 4, because we know 1 goal conceded will require us to do so. Yeah, I think the Azam game is slightly different, because Azam game we scored the 2-1, and now we were holding on to keep the result. So it wasn't really a counter attack. It was more Fadlu with his brilliance, finding a runner, Zidane in behind, outside to inside movement that caught us, and not really a counter attack. I think we've been very good in terms of stopping counter attacks, because in the league we face low blocks every week. In the league, most of the game plans we face is trying to hit us on the counter attack, and in the league a lot of teams are sometimes looking at us and saying, hey, our centre backs are not on the halfway line, they're even further up into the opponent's half, and that is very key in terms of how we attack. And how we attack is very important as to how we're going to defend. So everything is interrelated, that if we attack with, let's say for instance, both fullbacks high up, both midfielders pushing on, and now they are leaving 3-4 players in rest attack, we lose the ball or we cross the ball in and it falls to their players. Suddenly we're faced with a 4 versus 2 or 5 versus 2. So that is really important as to when we are making these passes, that we are staying close together, that not both fullbacks are up high and wide at the same time, especially if the ball is shifted to one side. So we can always keep our structures really good, and at the same time when we create these moments we can put numbers in the box. Our counter pressing has been one of our strengths. That first 5-6 seconds after losing the ball is clear, but of course this is a team that has big strikers, so they launch that first ball into Salah Mohsin, he lays it off, and then now there's a counter attack being faced. And also if you analyze our second goal that we conceded, it was a long ball that they kicked from the goalkeeper. We cleared the ball and maybe one of our defenders shouldn't have gone, and then that created a situation, probably offside as well, but VAR seemed to fall in the favor of Al Masri on all occasions. So we didn't really get caught on the counter attack, but it was quite surprising that we were the dominant team, forcing them to play in a low block at home. So a really good performance, a lot of analysis and take outs in terms of how we can attack better, how can we stop these counter attacks, and what approach are they going to come, because if you take I don't think it was their plan to sit in a low block, because they came to press us high. Even if you just talk about 2 of our goal kicks where they came to press us high with 3 players, and from the goal kick we're able to create 1 against 1 with Mpanzu. and the other one against one on the left-hand side versus the centre-back. So I don't think it was their plan to sit in a low block, but I think in this match it's definitely a plan to be a little bit deeper and then try to catch us on the counter. Yeah, the two strikers is definitely a possibility. Because they play with three defenders, they play with three centre-backs, and if you look at the last match where Ateba was a lot of the time isolated with a vertical pass into him, and he had the defender marking him and the two other centre-backs that really closed him down, and he was a little bit isolated. So it's just in relation to which players we want to affect on the last line. If you want to play two strikers, maybe they then have a sweeper in behind. If you want to play another two players closer to the centre backs, or you then forcing one of the centre backs to jump, and then you create the space behind. So two strikers is definitely an option, because we saw it in the last match where Ateba was a little bit isolated, and maybe to start with two strikers, there is a possibility. To start with Mukwala and Ateba is a possibility. Mashaka is there as well. So I'm not going to tell you now what I'm going to do, but all of these questions, of course, we've been working on. They've been behind us through all, and this is the time now where we need them the most. If you haven't yet bought your ticket, go and buy your ticket. Or if you don't get a chance today, go and buy your ticket tomorrow morning before the game, and bring your family and come and witness an exciting game where the players are going to give their all to make this club and to make them proud. Tunavuka.